Hi, Cancer. The Abby Phoenix here. Welcome back to my channel. Hello if you are new. General reading. Thank you all so much for those of you who have been holding me down during some of my hiatus here. I promise as things start to settle down, you will get me back. I mentioned what was going on in the Aries video in the beginning. I don't necessarily want to share all the details in every single video, but I do really appreciate everybody that has continued to reach out, touch base, email, message, all those different types of things. It has definitely been a trying couple of months with what's been going on, but now that things are starting to end from the running around I've had to do, I will be back on the market. But yeah, just trying to keep some lighthearted energy. I truly have missed you all. I hope that you have had a wonderful birthday season. So this is a general reading. As I mentioned last month, I really want to make sure that in addition to your sun sign, you are paying attention to your rising sign very specifically. I truly feel as if the duality of those two are going to be crucial because it's also eclipse season. All right. So for those of you who are new, I do not read reversals. I also do not call any signs. You all know your situation, and more times than not, all the elements usually end up on the table in some way, shape, or form. So you apply it as you see fit. If you want any more specific information, you know how to reach me. All that information is down in the description box below. Join the Fire family on Facebook and Instagram. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. What's moving and shaking for you all? Cancer. This doesn't seem like superior birthday energy. I wanted to see something fun. And I'm wondering if that's what you all want too, where you're tired of sulking or worrying about a situation. So don't. That's my advice for you. Don't. Knight of Cups. Going to be a similar layout as to last month. Major Arcana will be pulled up towards the top to show us what the major energy is, and then we have a storyline down below. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's the whole spiel. But yeah, July has been chock full of goodies for you all, Cancer. You had a new moon. You had the eclipse in your sign. You know, I definitely did I felt it was mini, but it was a powerful reading for the eclipse over on Instagram. I haven't done a live in a minute. Like I said, I'll be back. I'll be back. Because I definitely, again, there hasn't, Wheel of Fortune. You guys have some similarities here to the Gemini reading. Oh, we got your cards just coming on now. We got the Hierophant. We got the Wheel of Fortune for Major Arcana. And I'm comparing this to the Gemini reading because, okay. Well, now, I was going to say, okay, so the Hanged Man is also here. One more. Ooh, what was that? Ooh, we got the Lovers on the bottom. Yeah. And Temperance. That's not the one that I wanted, though. Let's go. The reason why I was comparing it to the Gemini reading is because when I saw the Knight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, there we go. I also have the Seven of Cups. Okay, yeah, a lot of these cards are very similar to the Gemini reading, so you might want to go take a look at that. And I had advised them to go take a look at the Taurus reading. Everything's just meshing together. Okay, so we have Three of Pentacles. This was also in the Gemini reading. Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Cups showed up over there. So, and then showed up over there. So, what do we have? Six of Swords, Knight of Cups. There we go. Page of Cups. There's something there. I'm sorry. King of Swords. Smack dab in the middle. What's that? The used to be an Oreo song, I think. 10 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords. 7 of Cups. What's really good, Cancer? Major Arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. Temperance. Whales. The Hierophant. And the Hanged Man. Man, for y'all, I feel tight. Like, I feel, my eyes feel like there's lead. I promise this is water. And it says, tonight will be the best night ever. Yeah, Cancer. Whoa. I feel tired, exhausted. Okay, so 3 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck energy for me is signifying where divine wants you to be. With this here, I feel like it has to do more so with patience than the, teamwork makes the dream work kind of definition for this card. I really feel like it has to do with patience. Because the energy is so stagnant, there are certain things that just cannot press forward yet, which is where maybe this Wheel of Fortune card is signifying more so of a standstill. Now, for the Geminis, it definitely was that. For you all, like, it wasn't necessarily something that was turning in their favor. But for you all, it's not anything about the turning or the karma or anything like that. I just feel like it is, it literally feels just like being stuck. Maybe that's what this is. But this is some heavy energy right now. Like, I mean, seriously, I could probably just go to sleep right here just because this is so heavy. So there's some type of mental decision that needs to be made. I mean, we have the 2 of Swords down here. There's something that you need to choose to, I don't even know necessarily if I want to say let go or travel away from or leave behind, but it just seems like it needs to stay where it's at. And you need to go elsewhere, which it sounds very similar, like it's the same thing, but how I'm seeing it is it's not that. Because I feel like you and them both know, if this is a person, if this has to do with work, it's like both parties know that there needs to be a severing of the ties of something. If this maybe just even needs to do with you, Cancers, because I know sometimes you like to go in your shell and life takes a whole different world on its own. But just something, there just needs to be no more discussion about it. It just needs to happen. This sounds like the Taurus video just a tad bit too. And if I were calling out signs, what do we have up here, right? And then I had seen the lovers, like I said, with the Gemini. I mean, wow, guys. So there just needs to be a severing of the ties. So let's look at the cards here, because the cards are signifying that this has to do with another person. It has to do with emotions. It has to do potentially with the relationship, some type of love. But more so, I'm feeling this is just emotional. It's emotional. It's emotional, where I'm feeling perhaps there was some lack of commitment, wholeheartedly at that, man. Like, and it just took a toll. It took a toll, but don't sweat it. I know right now it may seem like it's the darkest moment ever, but it's always darkest before the dawn, right? Because here is an enlightenment moment. Like, you realize what's going on here now, and I feel like realization, clarity is always a necessity so that you know how to press forward, you know what to do next. This is some real stuff. And my eyes were bothering me in those two videos as well. Like, I do just fine until I'm talking about the issue. Jeez. The issue that, despite knowing it, you all don't want to deal with. You all don't want to deal with it. So what I'm feeling that energy is coming from is it's retrograde season. So we are all being required to deal with the stuff that we bury. You know, some of the retrogrades are helping that energy more than others, but I feel like this is the person. This is somebody that you've been involved with. And it just has not evolved past this Knight and Page of Cups energy. It just has not. And this person with this King of Swords here, you know, they're very cold. They're very cold. They could be very mentally calculating. They're always on guard. So then you've, you know, been carrying around the burdens that, one, they've given to you. You freely took them. But also, too, just like this is a part of the connection here. And you have two, the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Pentacles can mean juggling, right? But for me, for both of these, especially with the Hanged Man also being here, Temperance being here, trying to balance it out, the Wheel of Fortune here, the Hierophant, you know, like just all of these different energies, these two cards mean to me, like there's just been a lot of back and forth and indecision. There's just been something that you have chosen to step away or to keep away from what you know needs to happen here. And with the Seven of Cups, which Geminis also had as their last card, it's like it's been a roller coaster ride. It's been tough for you to make the calls that you made, but you made some. They've led to some good things. They've led to not some other not so good things. But either way, it's just time to, like, I just really want to do this. You know, just push it all away, just clean slate, just it's done. And the Eight of Cups, which was also in the Gemini reading. Yes, please go watch that. And then go watch the Taurus reading. And I was also picking up on this in the Gemini reading, where it seems like these videos are going to be a progression on the other, just like how we are with the regular zodiac, right? We all build upon the sign that's previous to us before we start the cycle all over again. But yes, truly, 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 you guys, there's a massive ending that's coming with this. You both know it. You both know it. You and whoever this person is. But I don't know what it is for you all. I don't know if maybe you want it done sooner rather than later. I don't know if you just have so many things tied up in this that you want to see them come out first. I don't know what it is, outline the situation to fit you, but this is going to require some patience. And I'm also feeling like the patience, especially with the Eight of Cups right underneath it, the patience is going to also have to do with your energy. You can't push this past the point for where it needs to be because there's a lesson in that. There's something that you need to learn from that. And if you avoid that piece, then this is just all going to come right back. And the crazy part is when things come back, some have lasting power, some don't, right? But what becomes the attractive piece of having something that's familiar to us coming back is we think that we learned so that we can change the outcome. That's not why things come back. It feels like, like my spirit's crying, I'm up here sniffling all of a sudden. Do I sound like I'm stuffed up? Maybe so much of this energy going on, like you've fallen, under the weather. But yeah, some things have staying power, some don't, but it becomes attractive because, like I said, we feel as if we can change the outcome. So this deck is already cleared and stuff, but the bottom is never ending story. Aries had unfinished symphony after I had cleared the deck. I wish I could give you more guidance on this, Cancer, but I feel like it's in the place where it needs to be. Maybe there are some things as the month continues to play out that the pieces will start to fall in line here, where again this awakening moment can happen. I'm literally I don't have any other advice for you for this. It's just go through it the best that you can. Don't fight it, don't struggle. Don't sit there and try and change anything. It's just going to play how it will. For some reason, I'm hearing storm ahead. Oh, Cancer. And sometimes around birthdays, it feels like things come to a head. I've heard this from several people throughout my life where, it seems as you get older, birthdays don't hold as much value. And when we're going through the solar return, when we are coming back to the moment we were put into this earth, it makes sense for energy to try and repeat or bring some things back to our attention, because the goal is that for the next year or, for the future, you're not going to be carrying that with you. Loyal heart, message in a bottle. 15, 6, 35, and 8 here. Loyal heart. I don't know necessarily if this has more to do with you, the other person, which is why you stayed around so long, or let this go for so long. This message in the bottle to me signifies that, there's a lesson in this. Other times, again, cards switch up meanings based off of what else is around the energy of the other cards that are presented. And more times than not, when I'm seeing message in the bottle, it does mean some type of communication, but I don't feel like there's anything left to say about this. And like I said in the beginning, I'm wondering if there just has not been a commitment. There just hasn't been something that you thought was going to take place. Maybe that was agreed to take place. Maybe if this is a marriage, when you're taking those vows, I'm hoping more times than not people are really taking the vow seriously till death do us part. But this loyal heart doesn't even feel positive to me. It doesn't feel necessarily as if, it's been something that's truly happened. Being loyal has not been an act fruitful in this connection, whatever it is. Jeez, Cancer. To the sea. 7. Yeah, this is extremely emotional. Cancer. 8 of Cups, like I had said, though, right underneath that. I'm sorry, Cancers. I wish I had something better for you to wrap up your season. It's definitely some happy stuff to be going through in the summertime. It's supposed to be lighthearted, It's summer. It's hot. We hardly wear any clothes. I'm just trying to, lighten up the mood a little bit. But this is some serious stuff. So we will see what next month brings for you all. Until next time, if you want a closer look at what's going on, feel free to hit me up. But I'm sending you all the love and the light in the world. If nobody around you is doing it right now or telling you, I love you, I care about you, and just keep your head up, okay? Rest as you need it, because I don't like this. I don't. But until next time, okay?